Hello everyone. So today we will be solving Leetcode question 474. As you can see guys that it is the my 100th streak already. So I will be doing 101st streak today and we will be solving this question. So let's quickly wrap it up. So the question is 474 ones and zeros. So basically we are given an array of binary strings strs and two integers m and n, and we have to return the size of the largest subset of strings such that there are at most m zeros and n ones in the subset, where if you guys don't know then what is a subset, then x is a subset of y if all elements of x are also elements of y. Basically, if this is a main set, if this is up to here it is a main set and this is another set, then since all the elements of this set are in this set, so we can say this smaller one is a subset of this one, because like it comes from that itself. So this is what we call a subset. So you can understand from the example what it is trying to say. First, the thing is its input. The input is given that we are given an array of binary strings 100, 0001, 11101, and just like that. And we are given m, which is 5, and n, which is 3, which means m equals to 5 zeros and 3 ones. So output would be 4. Let's see the explanation. The largest subset with at most 5 zeros and 3 ones. So technically we have to find a subset with 5 zeros and 3 ones, because we are already given 5 zeros and 3 ones with the value of m and n. So you guys can see and process and understand that 10001 here, one another 0 is equals to 5 zeros. Okay, 0, 3 zeros, 1 0. Then 3 ones, they what they need is 1 1 and this one. So like that's how I do 10 0001 1 0. So the answer is 4. So we need 4, we need 4, that is the size of the subset. Other valid but smaller subset that includes is 0001 1 and 10 110. But since 1111001 is an invalid subset because it contains 4 ones greater than the maximum of 3, and we also need to return the size of the largest subset, so this is a smaller subset, so that's why this is the final subset that we need to return. And similarly this example. So let's jump to the Java code. I will write the Java code and you guys can also go through it and understand it. My main part is basically explaining the main question here itself. So I hope you guys are able to understand the questions. If you understand the questions, then I will write the code for you and run it for you guys, and you guys can understand the solution itself. Okay, so let's do it. I hope you guys can see clearly. Let me zoom it up. Now it will be seen clearly. So first what we will be gonna doing is, like, it's already find max form operation is there, and then what we will gonna do is we will be defining a int dp array. So like int dp as to new int m plus 1, then another n plus 1. Okay, and obviously most important one, semicolon. Now what we are gonna do, we are gonna run a for loop for this. So like for loop we are gonna run so that it can go through the array and also understand that what is happening and identify the maximum number of characters based on the given number of m and n, which is number of zeros and ones. str is the name of the given array. Now again parenthesis, inside the for loop we will be writing the number of zeros in the beginning. The zeros will be 0 here, assuming, and ones will also be 0. You guys must be understanding the pattern like I have done in the last few questions of every day, like last few streak that I'm maintaining in the last earlier questions, that everywhere first we are assuming the main thing to be 0, the number of operations or the number of characters or whatever, and then we are running a while loop or for loop. So whatever you are doing, you should understand the loops properly, and coding will not be that difficult for you, especially DSA. So now again brackets again parenthesis. We are now gonna run an if statement. If c equals to 0, then we are gonna add it to 0. Obviously semicolon is important. Then else if well, you can find these kind of solutions on ChatGPT also, but if a person who is able to understand better with videos, then you can go through my videos also. Otherwise you can save your time by going through ChatGPT as it's more time efficient. And now we are gonna run another for loop in this manner. So this is one for loop. Now we are gonna run another for loop which will iterate backwards to ensure 0 1 in each string used at most once. So first it will iterate from starting to finish in like the string array, like here, starting to finish, and then it will iterate from finished from last 0 to the starting. So that's how we are gonna do it. So let's run another for loop. For int I equals to m semicolon, then I greater than equals to 0. So we are basically declaring, initializing, and then incrementing the for loop. No, sorry, decrementing in this case. So you should also understand the basic concepts. I will try to explain you guys the basic concept along the way. So what we have done in this for loop is we have first decided the value of I, which is going to be m, as decided here, I and j, because the ones and zeros, so m is zeros, and then I should be greater than equal to zeros, and then it will decrement. So it will keep decreasing until all the zeros are assigned. So now another for loop that we are going to use is int j equals to n, similarly j greater than equals to 0 ones, because like this is for ones, that one is for zeros. I hope if you are able to understand the question, that's why I have explained the question in so detail with all the examples that are already provided, because if you are able to understand the questions, then it is very easy for you to understand the solution or the code that I'm writing. Obviously if you don't know the basic concept, dynamic array and everything, then it will be a issue for you, but obviously try j. Now we are going to use a math function. Math.max dp. Now again I, again g. Now another function that we are going to use is dp minus zeros. Now similarly j minus ones. This is a pattern based question. You will understand it if you solve more like it. That is what I gonna recommend if you're not able to grasp all of it. But yeah, it's not that tough at the end. Now we are gonna return the answer and return dp dpm and dpn. M and n, there are zeros and ones. So let me minimize it a bit so you guys can see. So this is the whole code basically. So let's run it first. Yeah, so I'm able to pass all the test cases. Now let me submit it. So yeah guys, we're able to complete the question. Let's meet tomorrow for the daily streak. Thank you.